Pop-up garage racer, another episode about our super duper BMW M4 project on a bunch of stages. And as any stage on a BMW engine under high compression, how can it be without alcohol? Without alcohol in the tank. And how do we control the alcohol in the tank? As you saw in the previous vid, you can control it by pouring it in, but not really. You don't know exactly what's in the tank. And when you fill up with E40 or E50 like that, then you go to the gas station once, you have something left, you fill up 10 liters, then another 10, 20.
And in the end, after 1 or 2 refills, you don't know what you have in the tank. Well, kind of think of it as regular gasoline, but there's actually a little bit of alcohol left over from previous fill-ups. Anyway. And the next time you put alcohol in the tank again, you'll count it the same way and you'll end up with more alcohol. You'll think you've got E40, but you've got E50, E60, already sagging rails, skips, overfills, and the like. So what's the conclusion? Well, the conclusion is that you need to keep an eye on the percentage of alcohol in the tank. How do you do that? Well, all the tuning guys know, the racers. We also had it on 2 series, on 240.
Let me show you how it was.
Let's show you how it was done on 2 series. It's in, we're connecting, it's connecting to
the fuel sensor underneath the car in the front, where the fuel gauge is, somewhere around here. I think. I don't know. Or need to update this one. Haven't hooked up in a while.
For a few years. Anyway, this is roughly what it looks like. It shows this percentage of alcohol.
Anyway, I don't think it's likely to be EO0 because there's always E3, E5. This is how this procedure used to look before the advent of the BootMod sensor. Now I'll show you what it looks like on the BootMod sensor on the machine. The downside of this arrangement is that you just see and adjust the alcohol in the tank to that. And when it hits the target, you change the firmware to match that percentage of alcohol. For example, on the Twin, it was E50, E55. You fill it up, you fill up the firmware, and you've got 685 horsepower. And today's vid is about the revolution in this topic, in the topic of sensors. It's new. These are gauges from a company called BootMod. We're used to selling BootMod activation codes all over the world. You activate it yourself, we sell it to you at top prices.
And here it's an iron.
I bought my first iron.
Even the first 2 hardware. The sensor, it's a no sensor from BootMod. There are 2 versions for the M under the hood. A version under the hood and a version under the rear seat near the tang.
I decided to make it safer, less chance of leaks, spills, fires, and the like.
Away from the hot parts, away from the turbo.
So I decided to buy the rear seat versions. I bought
2 of them. One for myself, one maybe to sell to one of my customers. You never know. Maybe someone will like it, want it, and will be able to buy it. What's the revolution of the BootMod sensor? The fact that it's connected directly to the brain. It's not just in a vacuum, in your phone, on your screen.
There's no phone. No phone, no connection. So when we connect from a phone or a laptop to look at the logs, to the brain, to the car, we can immediately see the percentage of water methanol and the percentage of alcohol in the tank from the sensor, because the sensor is directly signaling to the brain, and the BootMod firmware sees it directly. That's the revolution. What's the conclusion? Well, the upshot is that we don't need a phone. We can see it all from the dashboard. And the coolest conclusion is that the firmware. BootMod has multi-maps. There are chips like anti-lag, steering wheel firmware, roll launch, and ethanol itself. So the firmware itself will increase power to match the percentage of alcohol in the tank. We can, like the BootMod firmware, automatically increase the power. It'll increase the power itself based on the percentage of alcohol. We'll see it. I think I'll do a separate series on it. We'll go to the test bench and we'll check it out with the boost. How will it increase power? And the second main point is the stage 3 creams. Who likes big tuning, custom firmware? And you can make a custom firmware using the data from this sensor at once. That is, in fact, you can ask the tuners to make one firmware for different percentages of alcohol. Usually, for example, in Loch 100 in our Kiev, it is E5, 5%. And for example, you can make from E5 to E50 in increments of 10% of alcohol. For example, under E10, E20, E30, E40, E50. And you don't have to think about it all the time. You can just keep topping up.
How much you put in, that's how much you put in. Fill it up more, you get more. And that's a whole new level. In terms of tuning and in terms of tinkering, it is with alcohol. How much you've got 5 liters, not counting how much you've got in the tank. You've got 20, 30, 40, you've got 5 liters in there. You put a 10 in the tank, you got E20, E30, E40 in there. And your firmware adjusts itself and runs at maximum for that percentage of alcohol. That's the fuel. And we have made for you a complete guide on how to install this kit. It is of course very technical, very boring. You can rewind if you're not interested. Probably the most technical vid we've ever made. It's even more boring than installing water methanol on our project, BMW F10. Link. Let's have a look. And meet me after this guide. Oops, we're on Petrovka. BootMod's first tune-up. We usually buy software. And these are tune-ups. Here we have Whale. I got one of these. It's for keys or something. BootMod. Type tuning freak. That's what we got. The wiring from the sensor to the brain. It's got its own pins. Sensor. Up. So, Vlad and I decided that we should just take it apart. We're on it now. This is where we're getting the paint done. We've decided not to even go into the boxes, so that the person who's doing the paint will have a better selection. Come on, Vlad, let's get this out together. That was an M3, wasn't it? There's an M3 in the laundry. Why the fuck didn't you Americans buy an M4? 2 vids, 2 about M3. Cheeks. United States of America. Wow. $quarter. What's a $quarter? A $quarter or something? The colorist asked for the car to be moved away from the sun. We're in the shade a little bit. Now we're gonna depressurize the system. To do this, we disconnect the fuel pump and start the car until it stops. And then we depressurize the system, insert our sensor into the cut. Cut something off, huh?
Nah, not yet. You need to do this right here. A slit.
See, 10 seconds, that's it. I mean, I didn't even get to change the battery. Let's do it again. Alright, well, let's just assume the pressure's down. Well, okay. Control driving everything, check engine. Anyway, did I run for, what, 15 seconds or what? Or 20? What's up, Salon Master?
I can't get it apart. I'm gonna put this one here and this one here.
We have an instruction manual from BootMod, the official one. You know, like a video instruction manual. Come on, Walk. Hello. Alright, give me a rag. Here's the video. Here's BootMod's video. And that's the owner. Looks like he owns a BootMod. Oh, wow. See how pink it is? It's like a compote. That's compote. Let's show the audience. Wait a minute, no, don't twist it around. It was down.
Turn. Did you turn that way or not? Maybe it'll be different. Alright, don't twirl it yet. Let me see how it goes.
I'm gonna have to heat up the plug.
Gotta figure out how...
Put it on this plug right here, you got it. Well, it's not that simple. Anyway, even with nothing happens with the block off, BMW have made a temperature sensor here to protect themselves. Right here. It's just like this.
And even without it, it's all really kind of weird.
After half an hour, using various combinations, we figured this out, how it should roughly stand, how it should fit roughly. Now putting on the chip, testing with the chip. Well, try it, me. I'm taking it off. We've turned the plug that way now. It was this way. Because in BootMod's instructions, well, it's not really clear how it fits. It doesn't fit. We press this. A clamp like this, there's a strain of stakes, then more or less. Why, in the video, they cut the rubber, I think. Well, they can.
Don't cut it.
And if not,
If you don't cut it, that's what I'm suggesting. Pull the foam out of the chip completely. Take it apart. Run it right here, right next to here, and then put it back together.
look, we found an electrician with a 12-volt tolerance. You're talking about just these spines, right?
Yeah.
Because here,
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
chip
right.
there. There's 3 pins.
Okay. How are we going to fix this thing, or is it going to fix itself?
Well, it'll basically lock itself in place with the lid.
Okay. Let's take this out now. Let's get the plug out here. Let's try to get it in here. And then we're gonna fix and look at, well, finalize this thing. Maybe it'll be clamped with this cap. Yeah, that's how it's going to clamp. We have pedals, which are here. And if it doesn't clamp, what can we put in there? Well, styrofoam, I don't want it in there. It can. There's fuel in there. It can make a poker. What can go in there? Plastic? Wood? Wood will soak in. Okay, we can get Grandma's retusas.
No, there's definitely no rag.
Why?
Where near the fuel rag is that?
You think it's gonna catch fire?
No, not that it'll even burn. It'll corrode, and it won't hold the same density over time if we press something down.
Erupt? I hope there's nothing to corrode. Wait, this thing's
it's,
supposed to be
still
airtight.
like that.
Some vapors, dirt. Let's take it apart. Put the plug through, try to fix it. We're gonna have to jiggle the car somehow. I don't know how to do it that way. I don't want
They're
to...
not moving. It's not going anywhere at all. Yeah, not even.
It won't go anywhere.
Why? He can bounce on bumps like that.
No.
We unpinned the BootMod's plug, wired it up, missed something. We unpinned it, rewired it. Now we're trying it between screwdrivers. According to the BootMod's original instructions, they cut here, across, you know, a hole. But we do better. We run their wire. We saw the plug to make it thin and we wire it through. That's it. I thought I'd do it like this. I suspect that you take out the screwdriver, you leave everything else in there. It's been half an hour. We bring him into the world. We're trying to bring him into the world, but looks like do like BootMod a stupid rubber band cut and go. Because there's some kind of rubber. It's not rubber, it's glue, resin. It's got a hard grip. Oh. Oh dear. Oh my darling. Anyway, it's possible, but it's complicated. So we're rebuilding the plug chip.
Putting the chip back together.
Yeah, you pulled that one.
All the way back into the cap. The rubber band's in.
Minus an hour of life.
That was something.
Anyway, it's expensive. It's been 2 hours. What have we got? We got the lid. We got this. What's the plan? Show me the plan.
We've got a chip in here somewhere.
Where's it sticking out? It's sticking out. Now, this is where you put the chip. Yeah, I haven't snapped it on yet. Look, you know what we gotta do? What we need to do right now? We need to hook this thing up, start the car, and check for fuel leaks. That's what we gotta do. If it's not leaking, then we'll have to pull the wire later. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Oh wait, the organizer's on fire. We have an organizer. Whoa, somebody crushed it. Okay, which one goes where?
This one's thicker. We're the ones who are thinner.
Oh, it's the clip master. He wants to give his 5 cents. Can you get in here? We're gonna have 3 bears in 1 bed. Now what's going on in there? Somebody's breaking something.
Plus a flange. Plus a flange on the radiator.
You got it in. I didn't put it in. Look, the main thing is pick 3. Check, check. Shade, no, no. Cheeks. Try pulling it up. Why? Are we launching? Okay, let's go inspection. Inspector Petrenko. Okay, is that accurate? Exactly.
This way. Yes. It won't be any different. Now I'm gonna smell like gasoline. Nah, the lid's not airtight. Nah, I mean the jacket. Now I've got a thing man somewhere. Okay, so did you snap this one?
I did. Anyway, it goes like this. This is a temperature sensor. This is a BootMod.
This one, come and see us, it's fine. Yeah, it's tight here, by the way. It's very tight. It's tight, there's nothing to close. We haven't even closed the lid yet. Oh, and then only leak here.
And here.
And if the BootMod doesn't work, there could be another leak. Maybe it's leaking over there too. And here's where it's moving, I think. I think it's leaking here too. It's a sensor, okay? It's a sensor.
The sensor's not there. It's a one-piece tube. That's it.
Yeah, but there's a rubber band that seems to be
Here.
spinning.
It's spinning plastically here. You don't think something's leaking somewhere, do you? No, well, maybe somewhere underneath. Old. When we put it in, it was pouring out of the tube.
Alright, I get it. So we're just gonna have to watch it.
Gasoline, on the other hand, big prices.
We'll have to watch it. Okay, if it stinks, I bought some on purpose. There's two kinds, one for under the hood, one for here. I specifically bought this one so that if it leaked, it wouldn't burn anything. We forget to lose the errors. Because there are errors on the pump, on the fuel gauge. Now everything's fine, removed, no errors. Alright, no leaks. Let's do the wiring next.
What we have,
A barrel. This is the barrel.
we're hiding. It's a control box, like. We're hiding.
Let's go under the seat, in the control. They hide it under the seat afterwards.
This one right here. We bring it out like this. Under the plastic here. Under the headlight. The trim. Now pull it forward.
On the engine block, that's it, let's do it. Let's go, let's go. Where are the wires? Where's the plastic block?
Here are the wires. Viewed. With a basic slash. It's running. It's tucked behind the seat.
Where did the main braid go?
The main braid went further into the trunk. Well, behind the seat. We fixed the block here. It doesn't dangle there. And here. From the block comes the main braid. I pulled it here. Pulled it through here. Here we go. Password. Pull it. And here too is the main braid.
I know who's gonna put the water methanol in. And look, one of them fell out in one piece.
They always fall out. They'll just have to be.
You're gonna take them out, put them in here, then this one. Yeah. Hope the car's fresh. It still doesn't all blow up easily here. It's getting dark. We can of course go to the boxes, because it's hardcore. Although, if we're going to break the engine block, I think we should go into the garage first. In case it doesn't start afterwards. Well, it's easy in a coupe, look. It's just this one sill, that's all. Lifted it up, pulled it through. We've reached the engine block. Which connector did you remove there? What do they show in the video? This one, right?
This one. We're taking it off. We're pulling half of it. What about the one next to it? It's not there. It wasn't. It shouldn't be. Are you sure you took that chip off? Yeah, I'm sure I did. They do that too. Same white chip. Black insert. We're taking it out. Change it to this one. Two rows. One screw.
Do they have one too?
You can't put the other one in. If you pull the gray one out, it won't be for the black one.
Why?
Because we have the gray one row. This one's 2 rows.
Yeah, 3 rows.
And we take out 2.
In 3 rows, we take out 2 and we put in the other 2.
Yes.
Which 2 do we put in?
Just these. On this side, we have the backs, which later on will be the black ones? Yes, the ones that connect. All right.
Okay, where's the red one?
Now, about the red one. It's gradual. There's just one pin missing.
Because of BootMod's crooked vid when they put on the M3, they didn't explain anything there, didn't point anything out clearly. They've got another video where they put the underhood. They told me that the 15th red pin has to be plugged into a separate connector. Anyway, on the G series. You need that 15th pin. It's for the ignition. It's the 15th pin, okay? It's not pin 15, it's pin 15. That means that when the ignition is turned on, it gets 12 volts. What do? We're supposed to put that 15th red pin where? Stick it in the cone, contri, trig.
Here, we've already got a
Point
few
your
red
finger
ones.
where he was.
We had this wire right here, Con 3 is right behind this white plastic thing right here. That's it. They're numbered right here. You can't go wrong.
Okay, yeah, and here you got it. What did you get? I got the green one. From the first pin, I pulled the green. First pin on the green.
It's on the blue bar.
Yeah, so we leave the red one here, and we hook the other end of the red one to the green one.
Yes. We're just duplicating it, you know.
Interception. Yeah, I'd say it's an interception.
We're intercepting that green. So it's gonna go through and we're gonna grab it.
I thought I'd make sure that's the case in our series. On the schematic diagram for cone 7, doesn't have that connector. I think it's pin 26. There's no pin 26. It's blank. And in con 3,
Put it in our con 3.
and where are they hiding all of them?
It doesn't show it at all.
They show in the other video that they're overwiring it with this clamp. That's where they hide. What about this pump here? It has to be handled with care.
We're just, see, you're starting to get wires. No, it's
Con 3 and
it's
con
not gonna
7.
fit.
No, it's just here. Here it is. That's how it hides. I haven't snapped anything on yet. If anything, I'm just figuring it out.
I found the third connector. Here we go. As we know it's third, we chose the A250. This is body control domain. E. We have a connector. A253B, that's the third connector. We find the first pin, that's green. 15 to 1. That means this is the actual ignition. And we grabbed it. We grabbed it and we grabbed our red connector. So on the G series it's here. If this is going to be an F series, it's supposed to be pin 15, which is the ignition. It's gonna be in the standard one, or even the red one won't be needed there.
We'll have to check the schematics. I'm not saying I want to do it now. What are we gonna do here?
We're putting all the con 3s and 7s in their places now.
Did you snap it in there all right? Now, this car's going like rolling right over here. Yes? The one that takes them out. Yeah, that's the one that rides. Here.
Now it's like this.
There's more. Con 3 is there. Snap it into place. Here we go. Con 7. Exactly the same. That's it. I need to take a picture of this. Con 7 is in its place, plugged in. Here. Here's our adapter. And here's our Con 15.
Is all that wiring enough?
I was fine with enough to spare.
Did you? Where was the reserve?
Even in reserve? No. I mostly put it over there. I put it right here.
Until it's all assembled. So far, we think we're good. We're putting on the terminal. Putting it on. So, and we need some way to find out what our percentages are in the tank. At least make the first start.
The car starts. And let's see how cool and spacey this thing is. Something that's very convenient. We start the car. Or we can, for example, turn on the ignition. Let's see if it works on the ignition too. Now, to switch the firmware, we have full down. This is where we press full down. And you have to start. With the ignition running, it works. There we go. We press down, we can see the tachometer. That's it. This is the first firmware. Okay, got it. For example, there is a firmware. We're not interested in that right now. We press down, but not all the way down. There are two positions. This is the outermost, and this is the first position. This is the first, this is the second. Now we need the first position. Okay, here we go. We're going to press the first position. Look over there. Oops. See how much alcohol? 1,000 revolutions. That's 12%. Well, now imagine, driving straight away, chicks pressed in any speeds, immediately visible. I mean, no phone, no Bluetooth connection, no disconnecting from drag, headphones, anything else. Immediately there are problems, it happens, with the connection was on 2 series. Now there were some problems. Now you just click right here, that's it. You've got it on the dashboard. This is really anti-shoddy. I even said that this isn't shoddy. This isn't shoddy. I mean, everything is integrated. The technologies are built into the BMW. What should be in a BMW from the factory BootMod does. BootMod does. Jeez. Top and under tuning his own from the sub box, come to think of it. It's a cool fucking platform.
Top of the line. And by the way, why is it E12? Because we were racing on alcohol. But that's going to be more on that in the next couple of episodes. I hope you have checked out our detailed guide with nuances for F and G series. I hope you appreciated the technical vid we made. I hope it helps you. Now, as a reminder, we have one of these kits. We've got, by the way, in the trunk here in this car, a second one, a new one.
It wasn't cheap because of customs, basically. At full price, everything came out at full price. We're selling at our cost, I'd put it that way. Anyone interested, just write to us. In short, we try to do you the most good. We give you content. Anyone who wants to watch it, they'll appreciate it. Because this thing is the same roughly as it is on the F series, and on B motors, on S motors, on G series, on F series. You can put it a lot of things. It's universal. In the meantime, let's not forget that we have a war going on in our country. We're helping the ZSA with volunteers. Donate our share every month.
And by the way, we're looking for an X5 E53. We almost bought one, but we were a little slow on the uptake. There would have been a third X5 for the armed forces of Ukraine, but we started thinking about it yesterday, and by this morning it was already taken.
Anyway, they didn't give us 2 days. Anyway, okay. If anyone has an X5 E53, Englishman, some other, in short, right.
Right-hand drive, left-hand drive. The main thing that not expensive.
Who is interested in our cool M4 project on stages, subscribe.
Give us likes. Let us know what we need to tune up next time.
What kind of tuning to throw?
We've already made you videos. It's already spring. The vids are coming out over the winter. We've already tuned up the place. We've shot a bunch of episodes. I hope it's faster to edit, faster to post, because we're a few months behind in reality.
We're showing what we had a few months ago, and in real life we've already filmed 5 to 10 episodes of different episodes. I hope you'll check out this project.
It's detailed, it's detailed. Because no one films in such detail, they don't give you any real benefit. We're giving you the benefit that others don't provide. Even we don't sell. Some of it we don't sell. We don't do that for clients. Anyway, here we go.